Namaste, everyone, and welcome to today's yoga session. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. You can sit cross legged in Sukhasana like this. Sometimes it's nice to prop one leg over the other like this. So you may choose to do that. Whatever the case, see if you can feel the sit bones in contact with the ground. Straighten the spine, naturally straightening it, not putting in too much effort, because if you're putting in too much effort, then you might not be able to sustain it. Lift the shoulders up, back, and down. You can bring your hands in chin mudra if you want, or you can open your palms. You can even turn the palms down. Sometimes you can stack the palms on top of each other in your lap. So find the most comfortable position and close your eyes, keeping the facial muscles relaxed. Try to bring the body in stillness. And feel the vibrant aliveness in the body. Even when the body is still, each and every cell of the body is bursting with aliveness. And beyond this aliveness, notice the subtle movements in the body as the body breathes. Naturally, there is gentle movements in the body. Allow your mind to become easy, relaxed. Whatever it is that the mind is fixating on, whatever thoughts are arising, give them complete freedom to come and go. As if whatever happens in this moment is something that you chose. In other words, align yourself with this moment. And as you bring in this alignment, you should feel a sense of ease, a sense of expansiveness coming in. Check yourself from within. Is there anything that you are resisting right now? Is there anything that you think should be this way or that way? Let that inner resistance drop. Allowing everything to flow through you. And now, can you take one more step back and go to that place within yourself which is at a standstill, which is a seat of consciousness in you, that point in the background which is always aware of whatever happens, which is always watching and perceiving and noticing things that come and go. And see if you can establish yourself as that background awareness, which is aware of itself at all these different levels. It's aware of the body, and the ever fluctuating sensations happening in the body. It's aware of the prana and the life energy that keeps this body alive. It's aware of the mind, which is invisible, and yet it is connected to every aspect of the mind and body. And beyond the body, beyond the prana, beyond the mind, it is also aware of itself as being the witness. Today's session is about meditation, and we will keep coming back to this place of silent witnessing. Through different ways and the different methods. The idea is to anchor ourselves and find these different anchors which we can use when there is a tendency of us being drawn outwards into things and actions and thoughts. So with that, let us take 5 deep breaths to prepare the body for the session today. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And carry on like this for 4 more rounds. Once you finish the 5 rounds, allow your breath to go back to its natural rhythm. And you can bring your palms together in front of the chest. Rub your palms. Rub your eyes, massaging the eyes gently. Start to blink open your eyes, looking into the palms. And relax your hands. So we will begin with just a few simple poses, some dynamic stretches to open up the body, then maybe a round of pranayama, and then we'll move into the meditation aspect of the class. So let's begin with the tabletop position. Find your tabletop by coming onto the palms and the knees. Spread the fingers wide. Keep the legs parallel, toes untucked. Try to find the neutral position of the spine and look towards the front of your mat. Just breathe comfortably over here for a few seconds. See if you can distribute your weight evenly between the palms, between the knees, between the tops of the feet. And see if you can keep your whole body engaged. Now we'll just begin with cat and cow stretch. So as you inhale, drop your belly, arch your back and look up. As you exhale, round your spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, hunch. Continue at your own pace. See if you can pay attention to the tailbone and use your tailbone to initiate these movements. You're trying to lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling when you arch the back. You're trying to tuck the tailbone in when you hunch the back. So just like that, keep moving. Being mindful of every moment, every movement. Come back to the neutral position. From the neutral position, stretch your right arm in front of you. Make a fist and do some wrist rotations. Reverse the direction. Place it down, switch hands. Make a fist. Wrist rotations. Reverse the direction. Bring it down. Now we will do something called the tiger pose, but we'll do it dynamically. So lifting the right leg up, keeping a bend in the knee. So when you arch your back, you're lifting the leg up. When you hunch the back, you're bringing the knee to the forehead. So just like that, keep moving, arch your back, inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, hunch, knee to the forehead. Keep moving like this. Last 3 rounds on both sides. Take your time. And once you finish the third round, place the leg down. Just move your shoulders from side to side, front and back. Move your hips. And then we move to the other side. So lift your left leg up this time, keeping the bend in the knee. Arch your back. As you hunch, knee to the forehead. Keep moving. Inhale. Exhale. Last 3 rounds. Once you finish, relax your knee down. Take your time. And from this position, we'll move into the extended child's pose. Increase the distance between the knees. Let the big toes touch. Push the hips back. Walk your palms forward and place the forehead down. Come into a place of complete surrender, but don't bring passivity in the body. Keep all the body parts gently active. Keep pushing your hips back towards the heels. Keep gently walking your fingers forward to extend the spine. Taking deep and long breaths. Gently lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Come up and sit down comfortably. Now we'll move into Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Intertwine the fingers, wrap it around the feet. Pull it close to you, straighten the back, and start flapping your legs. Again, focus on your breath and see how much you can allow the hips to open up without too much pressure or forcing. And think more about your range of motion. How much can you move from the hips? It's not about how fast you can go. How much movement can you bring? Now stop the movement. Slightly take the feet away from you and hold your feet, thumb inside, fingers outside. Hold your feet like this. Now straighten the spine, open your chest, and reach forward as if you're trying to place your chest down on the ground. So reach forward like this, and you can place your elbows on the legs, pressing the elbows down, and opening the feet like you're opening a book. So keep reaching forward like this, and then you can relax your head down, reach the forehead towards the feet. Slowly as you inhale, come back up and sit down comfortably. We will just finish with a few neck stretches. So from this seated position, just lift your head up, looking up. As you exhale, chin to the chest. Keep moving, inhale up. Exhale, chin to the chest. Keep going. Last round. Come back to the center. Deep inhalation. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the right. Just like that. Keep moving. And you can try to look over the shoulder for a deeper stretch, as if you're trying to look behind you. Last round. Come to the center, deep inhalation. Exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale up, exhale other side. Keep moving like this. Slow and mindful movements. Last round. Once you finish, back to the center. And now 360 rotation, 360-degree rotation of the neck on both sides. Just slowly and mindfully move your neck in all directions. Reverse the direction. And come back to the center. We will move into a little bit of pranayama before we begin the meditation. So first, just sit silently and comfortably, paying attention to your natural breath. And for a couple of minutes, let us first discuss what we are trying to do. So what is meditation? Is meditation something that we do? Or is it something that is beyond doing? In the beginning, meditation has to be something that has to be done because the mind has a tendency to just go all over the place. So we bring it to just one point and get it to do one thing. But in your journey, it should be moving towards a place where meditation can become a state of being where you're not doing anything and just being, just immersing yourself deeper and deeper into that state of being. And over there, there shouldn't be a need to do anything. There shouldn't be a need to focus on something. Like sometimes we focus on the breath or the body sensations. Even that is a primary or starting phase. It should move towards a place where you're simply aware, allowing awareness to just go wherever or shine in all directions. It doesn't have to be in any one point. And then it should start moving into a place where you can be in that state even while you're doing something. So meditation need not be when you're sitting down like this and eyes closed and only then you're meditating. You can do that at any time, walking, even while talking. You can just become aware of that inner spaciousness. So that's the direction we will be moving towards. And today we'll try a few different techniques of meditation, so to speak, all trying to come to that one place where there is no need to do anything. So first, let's begin with some pranayama. We'll be practicing Anulom Vilom. So bring your right hand like this in Vishnu Mudra. You all probably know how to do this. So bring your right hand in front of you. Inhale with both nostrils. Exhale with both. Now inhale on the left. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Exhale on the left. And just like that, keep moving at your own pace. Finish the last round with an exhalation on the left side. And without opening your eyes, relax your hand. Breathe comfortably with both nostrils. And then give up anything that you're consciously doing, even the breathing. Don't pay any attention to it. Let the body breathe on its own. If you notice that the mind is feeling restless or has a tendency to think about this or that, then you can always bring attention to the breath, which is always happening. It's always there. And just follow the breath in and out to keep the mind one pointed. Today, we will practice a few different meditation techniques. The first couple of them will be really elementary and basic, but they can still be very powerful. And then we'll move towards a place of effortlessness, which is the yardstick for measuring your success on the path of spirituality or yoga. Is your practice becoming more and more effortless every day? If yes, then you are headed in the right direction. So, being in this place of stillness, let's try the first meditation technique, which will involve some visualizations. So, from this seated position, become aware of the entire body and visualize that the earth which is connected with you, you're slowly filling up the vessel of the body with fresh water that's coming up from the earth. So, from the legs and the feet, slowly water is starting to fill up inside the hollow body. And as the water starts to fill up, you can feel the sensations on different parts of the body, starting with the legs and the hips. Slowly, the water can come up to the knees. Now, the legs are fully immersed, and the water is starting to rise up in the abdominal area, in the hands, coming up to the rib cage, chest, shoulders, the whole of the back, and the water is slowly rising up in the body, up to the neck, the chin, nose, eyes, forehead. And now the water has completely filled the body up to the crown of the head. Let this water be inside the body and see if you can feel the whole body as one entity, one big hollow container filled with fresh water. And all the toxins, all the impurities, all the unwanted thoughts, all the negativity, let it dissolve in this water. And slowly we will start emptying the water. So the water level is now decreasing. All this water is going back into the earth. As the water level comes down to the neck, shoulders, down the abdominal region, down the spine, down the hands, up to the waist, down the legs. Let the water completely come out of this container, making it empty, spacious, clean, and pure. And go back to paying attention to the breath. We will go back to a round of Anulom Vilom. You can gently blink open your eyes if you want, or keep your eyes closed and go back to a round of Anulom Vilom. I will instruct once again, bringing the right hand in front of the face. Inhale with both nostrils, exhale with both. Inhale on the left. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. Exhale on the left. And just like that, keep moving. Finish the last round with an exhalation on the left side. Take your time. After finishing, relax the hand, keeping the eyes closed. Notice what's happening inside the body. Meditation means seeing and witnessing and shining the light of awareness on all aspects of our being. Whatever you can see and witness, you can know from direct experience that you are not that. Let us try to practice this. I will repeat. By becoming the witness, all the things that you can witness, all the things that you can observe and experience, in that direct experience, in that moment, you can know that this is not who you are. Because you're the one seeing it, you're the one witnessing it. So we can begin with the body. Take your attention to the left foot. Feel the different sensations in the foot. And move your attention up to the knees, to the hips, becoming fully aware of the left leg. Now move your attention to the right foot. Move your attention up to the knees, up to the hips, becoming fully aware of the right leg. Now, keeping your spine straight, slowly start moving your attention up the spine. Become aware of different muscles in the back. Become aware of the abdominal region, the chest. Take your attention to the left palm, moving the attention up to the left shoulder, isolating the left hand completely. Similarly, on the right side, from the palm up to the shoulder, and then feeling the whole of right hand. Come up to the neck region. And the chin and the cheeks, eyes, nose, lips and tongue, forehead, ears, scalp, crown of the head. Feel the entire face region. Feel the whole body now. Witnessing, taking attention to the different sensations, feeling the legs and the hands. Now, can you see in this moment that you are not the body? You are the one which is witnessing the body. When we speak about the body, we say my body. It means the body is not you, but it belongs to you. Similarly, there is prana in the body that can be felt as the aliveness. So let us feel that in this moment. The life force which we get from the food that we consume, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, keeps us alive, sustains us, but ultimately it is not you because you can see it. Similarly, the thoughts and the emotions, they come and they pass away. Sometimes we assign a lot of importance to some thoughts. It's because of our own preference. But meditation means becoming dispassionate as an observer. Dispassionate means there are no likes and dislikes anymore. A thought is simply a thought. An emotion is simply an emotion. No thought or emotion is important. no thought or emotion is unimportant. They're all simply there to teach us the impermanence, to teach us that none of them last. If you watch a thought or an emotion long enough, it will pass away. And through this direct witnessing and direct experience, you can know that you are not the thoughts, not the emotions. And therefore, the only thing that remains is that this direct experiencing of things, the background witness, the awareness, the consciousness, whatever you call it. That is the only faculty that we have which we can anchor ourselves to and keep being completely alert. So, for the next couple of minutes, we will be in this state of meditation where whatever arises, you simply watch it dispassionately, experience the nature of it, the impermanence. The breath is always happening. And so, if you find yourself lost in some kind of thought or emotions or some kind of story that the mind is building, then you can use the breath to come back to this place of witnessing. But other than that, try not to focus on any one thing. Simply be open, allowing whatever wants to come up and giving it your full attention as you watch it pass away. So, this practice of becoming silent, becoming a witness, is the beginning of the arising of inner spaciousness. The more you cultivate it, the more you practice this, the more this inner spaciousness opens up, and it can be something that you can fall back on anytime. Once you start practicing this, you will notice that this is a state which can be with you throughout the day, not just when you're sitting silently, but it's always there in the background. As we come towards the end of our meditation session, I will give you a few more pointers to deepen and establish yourself deeper into this state. Continue to be in that state of meditation as you receive these instructions and try them out. One of the most important things can be closing of the eyes, even though it's not necessary to close your eyes when you meditate. It can be extremely helpful because when the eyes are open, the mind has a tendency to give comments and respond and react to whatever you're seeing. But in addition to closing your eyes, there is something else which helps, which is the activation of your sense of hearing. When you truly pay attention to a sound, in that moment, the mind stops thinking, and the mind and the awareness becomes one, because the mind is also trying to figure out what you're trying to listen to. So in this state of meditation, if you start paying attention to the sound of your own breath, the sound of the heart beating, and eventually just trying to find out, is there a sound happening inside me right now? Not mentally, but through the faculty of hearing. Let's try this right now. Use your sense of hearing to see if there is a sound happening inside of you. It doesn't matter what the answer is, because the answer, yes or no, comes from the mind. What's important is that you practice this art of listening, trying to listen to sounds within you. A few more pointers. Meditation can only happen when you're fully in this moment. So if you're sitting silently or even trying to be in a meditative state while doing something, the first thing you need to do is to come back fully into this moment. You can use your sense perceptions for that. You can use the awareness of breath and the body sensations, because all the body sensations and the breath is happening in this moment. So by bringing yourself completely in the moment, in the present moment, that is the beginning of this inner exploration. When we talk about the breath, it's good to begin watching the breath in the nostril area, feeling the breath go in and out, noticing the different attributes of the breath, the warmth, the humidity, the length, the balance between the right and left. In other words, examining the breath from all the different angles. Once you become familiar with that, see if you can become aware of the subtle breath. When breathing happens, a surge of energy rises up from the navel, goes up to the third eye, and when exhalation happens, it goes back to the navel. And you feel this subtle movement of energy as the breathing happens. Now, gently blink open your eyes, and for a few moments, see if you can be in that state of meditation even with your eyes open. The eyes are open, they are perceiving whatever they are perceiving. But can you keep a little bit of attention inside? And just like that, slowly you can also bring some movement in the body, preparing for Shavasana. But as you do these movements, can you keep your attention inside? Can you keep your attention on the breath? Lie down comfortably. Allowing the body to rest, completely sinking into the ground. But staying fully alive and active, not becoming passive. See if you can apply all of these different pointers and come back to that state of meditation even when you're lying down. Gently invite some movement into the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. Move your head from side to side. Take your hands over the head. Give yourself a full body stretch. And turn to the right side. Support your head with your hands. And slowly, with the support of your hands, push yourself up. Come up to a seated position. Close your eyes and see how quickly you can go back to that meditative state where you're simply witnessing. No matter what the content of this moment is, no matter what the urgency of the thoughts, can you just watch it? This is the whole practice of meditation, and I encourage you all to use every spare moment when you're waiting for something, when you have a few minutes free to practice this. This need not be practiced at any particular time in any particular position. It can be practiced at all times. Let us finish today's session with a chant. We will chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means may the whole world be peaceful and awaken from their suffering, and we share the peace that we feel in this moment with everything and everyone around us. Because in the end, we are all one beyond these forms that seemingly separate us. So bring your palms together in front of the chest. You're welcome to chant after me. Loka samastha Sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let these vibrations sink into the body and mind for a few moments. And whenever you're ready, you can blink open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. I'll see you all in the next class.